a practical session on building effective sentences, the order of a sentence. Remember, we have learned how to make loose sentences and periodic sentences. Now we're going to go into practical session. So when you open this particular video, on the left hand side, we have given 5 loose sentences. Now these 5 loose sentences, convert them to periodic sentences on the right hand side. That's the instruction. So copy all the questions, copy all the sentences, copy all the loose sentences on the left hand side, and then your work will be to convert them to periodic sentences on the right hand side. So copy all the sentences, pause the video, and do the practical work. Convert these loose sentences into periodic sentences. That's the work that we're going to do. And after that, come back as we now do the work together to test your understanding on that. Now, look at the first loose sentence. The loose sentence, we are going to make that to periodic sentence. James cannot travel now, considering his health conditions. Now, this is a loose sentence. Why? It's telling us from the beginning what we want to know. James cannot travel now. Now, to make this into periodic sentence, the main point is going to be last. The main point which I underline is going to be last. Look at how it's going to be. I'm going to now put considering his health conditions. Considering his health conditions, James cannot travel now. James cannot travel now. So, we've been able to make this loose sentence convert it into periodic sentence. You now see that that main point is coming last. Because in periodic sentence, the main point comes last, or the most important point will come last. So, we've been able to do that. Let's go to number 2. Solomon works at the insurance company. That is the main point there. That's why it's a loose sentence. I'm telling you, due to his academic qualification. Now, to convert that to periodic sentence, I'm going to put the main point last. And then I start with the explanation. Due to his academic qualifications, due to his academic qualifications, Solomon works at the insurance company. Works at the insurance company. So, I've been able to put the main point last. Solomon works at the insurance company. So, I've been able to convert this into a periodic sentence. This loose sentence coming to display becomes a periodic sentence. Now, look at number 3. Peter is willing to relocate because he has a travel visa. Now, the main point there is Peter is willing to relocate. That's why it's loose sentence. Now, to make it periodic sentence, I'm going to shift this main point last. I'm going to put it last. So, I start because he has a travel visa. Because he has a travel visa, Peter is willing to relocate. So, the main point here is coming last. That is what makes it a periodic sentence. So, when the main point is first, is coming at the beginning, it becomes a loose sentence. If the main point comes last, it becomes periodic sentence. Let's go to number 4. You are allowed to import. That is the main point there. And that is what makes it a loose sentence. Now, this main point I'm going to move last. If I move it last, it becomes a periodic sentence. So, I have to start. Since you have a new license. Since you have a new license, you are allowed to import. So, you are allowed to import and putting it last. That is what makes it a periodic sentence. So, I've been able to change that loose sentence into a periodic sentence. Let's take the last one. Musa has to study very hard. That's the important point there. Musa has to study very hard. Why? In order to pass the exam. So, here, the main point is coming first. That is why it's loose sentence. I'm going to take this main point last to make it a periodic sentence. So, I'm going to start by saying, in order to pass the exams, Musa has to study very hard. Musa has to study very hard. So, the main point here now I'm putting last. That is what makes it a periodic sentence. So, you see how you can convert loose sentences into periodic sentences. You see how you can convert loose sentences into periodic sentences. Very simple. Very simple. So, this is the practical session of this particular session. Converting loose sentences into periodic sentences. We are going to take the next practical session, converting periodic sentences into loose sentences. If you like my video, please share, subscribe, and give us a thumbs up. Don't forget to support our community-based adult literacy program.